Hi, everybody. It's Lasha Rayanko. I'm a little nervous tonight, actually. I have a lot of opinions that I want to express. And for those of you that have known me from the very beginning, and those of you that have known me from the very beginning, started with this channel, Lasha Rayanko. And the picture that was taken of my Baba was in 2021. So she passed October the 2nd of 2022, and she lived to be 98. So, Baba, can I take my hair down now? Baba never liked it when my hair was down. Now, why am I wearing my hair up? Well, I wanted to do a Priscilla Presley look, but I'm not. I worked very hard on my hair today. And why is it purple? Because I am going to upload a video of Andrew Gould's Psychology of Secrets. So I'm going to, wrong way. I'm going to do my little bit for the first 20 minutes. If you don't want to listen to that, move on to 20 minutes. I'm already on the second chapter of Psychology of Secrets. And I will leave it at that. And you can find all of the videos on high voltage. So while I do the live, I'll also be conducting a video on high voltage to upload. So I just wanted to let all of you know, and I know that a lot of people do not watch these lives while they're being conducted live. However, I do know that a lot of people in the community that have joined this channel do watch them afterwards. So for those of you who know me, like I said, slide it in to probably 5 minutes. I'm at 2 minutes and 29 seconds too long. I'm going to do my bit, and then I'm going to read. Okay. For those of you who know me, slide the line to 5 minutes. It'll take me 1.5 minutes to explain why I'm here, what my intent was, and what my goal is in putting myself out there. So, October the 28th of 2017, I was 46, and I broke my femur, and I was on my way to Ottawa. If you want to know what happened, go to change.org and type in my name, Lasha Rojenko, LASHAROJENKO, and literally you have to search and type my name in. And do you know, because of all of you that have heard of me on, or watched one of my, not heard of me, nobody's heard of me. For those of you that have stuck with this smaller channel, I know it's all of you, everybody on L&L Soul Sisters and High Voltage that have brought the petition on change.org to 111 signatures. And I put it up on my father's birthday, November the 28th. So what happened was, in short, is a surgeon did not disclose that he made an error. And as a result, I have 2 holes in my knee. It's ongoing pain management, and how I healed. I didn't realize when I started this YouTube channel my original goal was to explain what had happened, how it affected the Ontario taxpayers, because people didn't seem to be moved by, I was so empathic, and I still am, but you need to learn when to shut it off. And when you're in a 7-year trauma, and I've just come out of it, you can tell by my videos when I started to come out of it. And I didn't realize the whole time that I started this channel, Lasha Marienko, the reason I stopped using Lasha Marienko is because people said, do it from your iPhone. So then I started L&L Soul Sisters, and 305 people joined, and I was in shock. And that's when I lived on Concord in Ontario. But my first video was made, and not in this room, but my bedroom, on March the 23rd of 2023. And today's October, almost the 7th of 2024. But I do want all of you to know that with all 3 channels combined, according to Google, you need to hit 1,000 subscribers. For those of you that know me, for those of you who don't know me, I wouldn't blame you if you didn't believe me. But this is about the people that subscribe to the channel. This is about the people that view this material, that can relate to it. I've had my fair share of insults and what is she talking about? Is she drunk? Is she stoned? I'll never deny that I smoke marijuana. Sorry to fuss with that. That's annoying. But that was the intent of the channel, is I wanted to move people to action up against Justean Trudeau and his baloney government. Where is all of the money going? Well, sorry, I'm doing this. And I also put in the hashtags Justin Bieber, Justean Trudeau, and honeycomb cereal, and what could they possibly have in common? Do I need to spell it out? Or I don't edit. Everything's impromptu. So I understand if this isn't the channel for you, because sometimes I'll bounce around. What I was going to say about the YouTube channel before I get into the content is, while I was conducting L&L Soul Sisters, I actually called it Sunday, Monday, Happy Days first. Then I tried Forrest Gump. Then I tried Lightning Lasha. This is after L&L Soul Sisters. And then that phone kind of crapped out, but I didn't know that you could sign in to a YouTube channel. That's how technologically unsavvy I was. But now I have the YouTube channel High Voltage, so even this live will be saved to High Voltage, and I'll put the link to High Voltage on the community page on this channel and L&L Soul Sisters, because High Voltage, 597 people took the time out of their lives to join and not unsubscribe. And it happens. It happens. People clean out their subscriptions. People, what are they really watching? And, I'm not I'm not going to say I'm not going to lie, because why would I lie when everybody can fact check everything I'm talking about? So that's enough about me. Took a little longer, but I did better than 30 minutes. So we already talked about the main channel and High Voltage. I want to understand, can CAndASS. Oh gosh, that's the wrong way. Sorry, I'm doing it. I'm getting up. How could I shouldn't call her that. That was disparaging and rude and defamatory and obnoxious and immature. Candace Owens. I'm a staunch content observer, watcher of Candace Owens. I think she brings forth very unique ideas. I think that she has a fantastic team behind her, and I think she's the right personality for the show. Because if you think that you're not being manipulated in a way by Candace Owens, you are. Everybody is being manipulated to think something every day. And that's just the truth. And the reason I love Andrew Gould's book and the reason I did my hair purple was because I'm on part 4, chapter 2, and the book is absolutely phenomenal. So I wanted to do my hair a little bit of purple in honor of Andrew Gould. But I did an Instagram live first to practice for this live. So now that I've said all of that, this is what was ramping me up. Candace Owens. I watch her. I agree with a lot of what she says, but do you know what it reminds me of? You know what it reminds me of? I can't do this again. You know what it reminds me of? Did anybody watch The Handmaid's Tale? And does anybody remember the character Janine, who had one eye? And her eye was poked out because she wasn't obeying Aunt Lydia. That dystopian fairy tale was written by the Canadian author Margaret Atwood in 1987, which means she probably worked on it for about 10 years before it was actually released. When I first started the channel, this will tie into a neat bow. When I first started the channel, I started to read the Testaments by Margaret Atwood, and my friend ordered it for me online because I will not order things online through Amazon. I like to support independent stores in the community, even independent YouTube channels. There's one, anyways, I have a bone of contention with not receiving a mug, but I'll save it for private secrets. So at any rate, she was talking about two things that really struck me. First, about Ukraine and how Ukraine causes all of these problems, which I thought was a little bit prejudice coming from a staunch Christian. And she talks about immigration, and she's a staunch Christian. And, I've said this. Okay, you know how I know I was a smart kid, but I lost the chance to grow into my potential? I was born and raised Ukrainian Greek Orthodox. I went to Ukrainian school. That's why I asked if there were any Ukrainians out there. Have you seen, unless I misinterpreted what she was saying about Ukraine and Christians and genocide, and she was having this conversation with Pierce Morgan, and she's 36 years old, a mother of 3, to me, still a very young woman who claims her name means a lot to her, and I believe her. I don't even think she believed herself when she spoke about Don Lemon living in a sinful relationship. I don't even think she believed that. And she married a very staunch white Christian man, which is not a huge deal but I don't think anything of it. Doesn't even cross my mind. I've seen enough. Nothing has to be explained. I judge no one, but I question behavior and certain ideologies that I don't understand. And I like to talk to people that I don't understand. And I would love to talk to her because I don't understand her. Yet I watch her because I don't understand her and I want to. Okay. The second thing that she believes is Michael Jackson is NA. I believe he is GG with the capital G. You know, if anybody sees this video and makes it past 15 minutes, because I understand that people's time is precious, and time is money, and money is time, but our attention spans have gone down to 0, or I'm really boring. If you stick around to this part of the video, I think what I'm going to do when I upload it is write down what to watch at what times, because I go from subject to subject. But we're on the Ukrainians, which reminded me of CAndASS, which is another one of my topics. Why does she think he's innocent? That's why I wrote in my hashtags, which is, should I be right in the middle of here? So it's right, my head is right in the middle of that. Is that catchier? Does that look more professional? And I'm sitting in one space and not moving my arms and illustrating? I don't think I quite have the personality for that. So, I mean the personality for sitting straight and being an actual broadcaster. You rarely see Andrew Gold fidget about when he's interviewing somebody. When he was on The Edge, he fidgeted more, but he was newer at it. And the more professional fidgeting he did. He ran away from a live once, and I cracked up because I do it all the time. One time I was on a live with Melody Moon, and I had it on a TV show or a movie or something, but it was something you couldn't live stream and upload because I would have gotten in trouble. I think it was The Littlest Hobo or something really obscure. And I came back, and Melody Moon, I guess, just had her popcorn back, and she was just with Sophie, my dog. And I went out on my scooter for an hour. And I came back and I started a live, but I had to leave the live because I had to go get something. And I said, everybody, just keep your eye on Sophie. But I was gone for an hour, and Melody Moon is just the sweetest lady. And all of the art, dancing, like all of the green screens that I've used on High Voltage for the shorts, most of it is Melody Moon's art. The paintings are all of hers, and a lot of the pictures, although a lot of the pictures are mine, but the ones with the beautiful leaves and the cherries, those are all Melody Moon's. I get my footage from other places, green screens from other places. I even found the Love Shack to put into that short, the Love Shack with the lady from the B-52s. It's about to set sail, as big as a whale, right? But it was amazing how unbelievably different they sound than the album. Anyways, so Candace Owens thinks that MJ is... Oh, it's Larry. Larry, I know why you're calling, and guess what? I'm on a live. You're on live? I'm on a live on YouTube. But I don't have you on speakerphone. I did. Okay, my mother was freaking out on me because the roommates, and she didn't want to be left alone. So she'd been arguing about me going out for quite a while, but I didn't want to tell you that. But since I'm reading Andrew Gold, The Psychology of Secrets, now I know why I was on YouTube sharing my secrets, Larry. Yeah. How are you? I know you're worried about me, but when you see me, you'll be very pleased. In fact, I put on, is your daughter there? Oh, see, you don't get YouTube or anything. And I was going to come this morning, and then I had to sort out all the garbage because it's garbage day on Tuesday, and then I had to clean, and then my mom wanted coffee, and then I come back and I do that, and then Jill's up sleeping, my mother doesn't want to spend time with her, and my mother says stay home with me, and then I'm caught between a rock, and yeah. But I know why, and I know I can only imagine what your thought process might be. No, I know, and I said to my mother, and I even said to Jill, he's gonna think I'm a terrible, terrible friend. I said I always show up when I said I was before everybody got here. Yeah, remember? You called to say I love you. Called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. See, this is why, Larry, this is why I'm saying you have to come pick me up to get me out of here. You have to kidnap me. Don't worry, I'm not from the line anymore. Christina, tell Christina to go onto her Facebook and to look at my friends on Facebook and tell her to look up a friend request that I accepted. But I had to do a couple days. Her name is Jill. Get Christina to look her up, and you will not believe your eyes. This is what I've been dealing with, and it's my own fault.
Sure, there you go, yes.
It's my own bloody fault.
Yeah.
Larry, remember I had that package that was going to be there?
Yeah, you told me.
And I talked to him that day, and I ran into them the same day.
Yeah.
And I thought, do I go with these people? And they caught me on a day where I was kind of in my nice zone, and I didn't have my F-off-5 on.
Yeah.
Well, I really wish I had had my F-off-5 on. But you know what disarmed me? Was they knew Michael. That disarmed me, right? Because I had a soft spot for him. So she's very good at doing a long con.
Sure.
Yeah. I've never seen a long con. That's Larry is a different world. I could write a book, and it could become a bestseller. I could make it into a comedy.
That's it, yeah.
How are you, Larry? What have you? Don't you worry about me. You know me, I'd call you crying if something was wrong.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know me, I'm a big baby. Do you know what I watched the other day, though? Which is really funny. I was going through old footage, and I was putting them into little shorts. And my mother and I, it was one of our conversations that we were having. And it was on YouTube, and it was just us talking. And I said, and it was back in March. It was March. January, February, it was February or March, because I said the date and it was like the 4th of the month. And I said, no, Larry came here today and he picked me up at 12:30. And I said, and I told him that I hadn't been to the Dairy Queen since I was a kid. And I went on and on about the story you and I know. And I said, and he gave me $30 to come home. Then I find out that it's only 28, and this Moroccan taxi driver charged me 40, which I found out was a fraud, right? And so my mom and I are talking about this on the phone or on the YouTube, and I'm thinking, that's so funny because I remember that day. And I remember I hadn't been out in a while. And we had moved again, right?
Yeah, 'cause you went from here to there.
Yeah, in 7 months. And I was exhausted. I remember that day. And I remember we had a joint, and I had a little bit of a Caesar, and you know me, I can't drink a lot. And then I got tired, and I knew you could kind of tell that I was tired, and I know you know me. So you were like, you knew, and you're like, okay, I'm going to call a cab for you. And I just looked back on that, and I thought that was a really nice day. It's interesting when you videotape things. It's nice to look back because you forget sometimes those actual authentic words that you used that day, or it was sweet. So yeah, so I did a split video.
Well, it's still early.
What time is it?
No, it's 9 o'clock. I would say early in the year, because in the next week,
It's gonna get dark.
well, no, you go drive around and see the leaves changing colors and
It's beautiful.
down to the lake.
That's what I wanted to ask you. What I was thinking is, honest to God, the only way to come get me is through the car. Because every time I get on my scooter, my mother has an orangutan.
You're asking me on a date.
I guess so. We have to go down to the lake and get some footage of the trees and the water and the sounds and the beauty of that area. Because sometimes when you live by a certain place all the time, you take it for granted.
Well, maybe that's what we'll have to do.
Let's do that.
Not this week or two, because the pool's still open till the 23rd.
I know we won't be going anywhere till the 23rd.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as that pool closes, that's it.
And it's still nice and warm.
I'll come pick you up
Yeah, you have to come and kidnap me.
on a Tuesday.
Okay.
Guess what's Tuesday?
Taco Tuesday and something about disgusting Tuesdays at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Zuni chicken and Taco Tuesday. I've missed that 3 weeks in a row. 3 weeks in a row I've missed that.
I got chicken to the deep with those cereals. I got the whole box.
You know what? And thinking to myself, I thought, I should ask Larry if I should bring Sophie with me. And I thought, Larry will go, what are you, crazy? I'm not bringing that goddamn dog in my Jeep. All the goddamn hair. You wouldn't be able to handle that for 2 seconds. You know what I find from Larry? I used to be just like you.